Wait, what does she think by silk? Ew. In the end, the little perverted little devil within me won the morality struggle, and with shaky hands, I tried to lift the blanket. Stop! Yikes! I don't want any blackberries. And she's stuck it in her sleep. What is up, my fellow ninjas, and welcome back to Monkey Ninja Games, here for another episode of SENPAI Sunday. So, we're back at it again with another Sakura Spirit episode. I don't know how long this story is, but I'm not complaining about the length. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. So, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the story. I don't know when it's going to end, but I'm gonna enjoy every little bit of it. You might notice I'm a little bit congested. I will do my best to try to make it to where you guys can understand me. So without further ado, let's get some gameplay, visual. Now, let's read the story. Oh, by the way, recap. So we were outside. She fell into the river. We saved her. We got knocked unconscious. We woke up to this beauty right in front of us. That's basically it. Recap. Okay, on to the story. The girl must skip to the door, giggling to herself. The door slid open and she hopped outside, vanishing behind the paper screen. That's the other girl. That's the other fox, sexy spirit that is with us. She's not naked, but, you know. Once I had confirmed that Mayuko had left the room, I turned my gaze sideways, focusing back on the peaceful expression of the slumbering fox by my side. For a moment, I thought about the things the two girls had been accused of. Okay, so stealing underwear isn't exactly the nicest thing to do. But when I look at her like this, I can't picture her as anything but a normal girl. While the temptation to lift the blanket was strong, I felt a little nervous about the thought. Still, as much as I tried to hold myself back, I couldn't resist the temptation of turning to my side to get a better glimpse of her. Gingerly, I took a hold of the blanket. No, Takahiro. Neither a gentleman nor a hero takes advantage of a sleeping lady. And yet, who am I kidding? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. In the end, the little perverted little devil within me won the morality struggle, and with shaky hands, I tried to lift the blanket. Stop! Yikes! I don't want any blackberries. And she's stuck it in her sleep. White as the very sheets I was lying on, my heart pounded louder than ever. Without a word, I dropped the blanket. She was still dreaming, mumbling away in her sleep, but she had scared the living daylights out of me. After a while, Mayuko returned and deposited my now dry clothes in my lap. She smiled at me and lingered for a few moments, as if expecting me to begin changing. Yeah, because she wants to see some of that human, you know, I guess. I don't know. I guess she's curious. What can I say? Oh, of course, the soup. I'll go get it now. But don't change too slowly, okay? I bet you'd hate for me to sneak a peek. Oh, you little nasty you. Don't think guys spend as much time changing as girls. Wait, were you planning to peek on me? It occurred to me that perhaps Mayuko was more like her sister than I at first assumed. Hehe, it sure sounds like you know what you're talking about, Takahiro. And, well, I might have been thinking about it. I'm kind of curious about the differences between us foxes and you humans. Like, it was amazing how easily you carried Sis out of the water. Is it because you're a human? Actually, I think it's because I'm a guy. We tend to be stronger than girls. Not to mention, I practice judo almost every day. It would be embarrassing if I couldn't even carry a girl. Judo? She says it so wrong. I like how she says it. Judo. It's a sport of sorts, although it is used for self-defense. Is that why you saved her? Because of this judo? Well, that's not really it. Ultimately, saving a damsel in distress hinges on a man's pride. Oh, can I see it? Your pride? She really wants to take a look at it! And just what exactly are you looking for, little sister? Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta do the voices. I'm gonna try my best. I'm congested as shit, but I'm gonna try. Oh, Onisama, I wasn't... You're wrong. The soup! The soup's still cooking. I need to tend to it. The younger girl scrambled to her feet and dashed out of the room at full speed. Her tail comically hanging between her legs as she did. I turned to Machiko with a faint blush on my face, averting my eyes so she could pull the sheets back up around herself. Ah, I see you're finally awake, Machiko-san. With you two making such a fuss about judo and soup, How could I possibly hope to get any sleep? I am glad to see you are well, Taka-kan. Forgive me for taking such measures, but I feared that I wasn't getting warm fast enough, and did what I thought was necessary. Oh ho ho! I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. At least it was more enjoyable sleep than you would have had in the cell. I doubt the tsundere tyrant, was it? I doubt she would have given you the same service. What kind of services did you give us when we were asleep? Can we replay that night? Let's just say the hospitality was much appreciated. I'm glad to hear that. If you would like to change, there's a screen just over there. I promise I won't look, of course. I guess one of us has to do it. I watched Mechiko close her eyes, hiding her face with her hands as is to reassure me that she wouldn't peek. Taking my chances, I climbed out from under the blanket and made my way towards the wooden screen. Once I reached it, I quickly began changing. If you could please do me a favor, Taka-kan? My robes should be upon the dresser behind you. Could you pass them to me, please? It would speed matters up greatly. Sure, give me a second. After looking around for a moment, I found the robes neatly folded up on the dresser, my heart skipping a beat as I took a hold of them, before turning towards the screen to hand them over. What'd you see? What did you see? Say, Mechiko-san, how come you two walk around stealing people's underwear? I mean, you don't look like bad people to me. Well, it's complicated. Maiko was researching a spell she had wanted to perform, one that would allow us easier access to certain things we need. And one of the ingredients was a maiden silk. The only silk I could think of was, well, you already know the answer. By maiden silk you mean, I guess I understand why you would think that. But isn't maiden silk another term for a wedding stash? It is in my world, at least. Wait, what does she think by silk? Ew. As I said this, the girl appeared from the other side of the screen. I never realized. What's that, Oni-sama? A maiden silk. It's a wedding sash. All our work was for naught. Oh, well, at least a wedding sash will be easier to get. I'll just have to marry Taka-kan. Well, that would be nice. I wouldn't say no. What? A few minutes later. After that little incident, we relocated to the kitchen. The smell of food filled the air. Despite the younger girl's easygoing attitude, always humming some cheerful melody, I found my cheeks still burning from embarrassment. To think that a girl would say such a thing. I quickly shook my head to clear the thoughts from my mind and turned towards the elder sister. This soup is delicious! Is Maiko-chan usually the one doing the cooking around here? Yay! I'm glad you liked it, Takahiro. I don't usually cook, so I made a few lucky guesses. It's rather delicious, Maiko-chan. Perhaps you could do more cooking from now on. It would allow me more time to lounge around. Well, the first step to getting your wedding stash is to become a good housewife, and that includes cooking. I added this with a bit of amusement following Machiko's comment. I took another sip of the soup. For a few lucky guesses, this dish turned out pretty well. Huh, that's true. I'll learn how to clean and cook for you, and I don't know what else, but it'll be fun learning. Yeah, there's a few more things you gotta do as a wife, and I'm gonna leave that at that. Maiko, you should stop that. You know very well that it would be pointless for you to marry him. Only the villagers know how to craft a wedding sash, and we both know this will not happen. It only becomes ever more evident that you are not of this world, Taka-kan. The villagers do not tolerate our existence. They despise us. We could never ask such a favor of them. All we have to do is find some way to make the villagers accept you. But I guess I'll need to learn more about the village itself before we can do that. The pale-haired woman shook her head slowly, her ears flattening against her head as she did. It's not that simple. They would never trust us. Humans and fox spirits have never been able to get along. I am honestly surprised that you have been able to tolerate us this long. I would be happy to be proven wrong, and you are free to stay as long as you wish. Until, of course, you grow too wary of our ways and decide to leave. Oh, I would never! Oni-sama, please don't say things like that. Takahiro wouldn't do that. Would you, Takahiro? Of course not. I wouldn't abandon somebody just because they're a different species. That's not the way Takahiro does things. However, I do remember the villager elder telling me that it wasn't just the fox spirits. It sounded like humans and spirits everywhere have been on bad terms for a long time. Do you know why, Machiko-san? I do not recall. Much information is withheld, even from someone such as myself. Most spirits keep to themselves these days. There are a few exceptions, Suyuri being one of them. Powerful spirits come and go as they please, but they tend to remain in their world. Fox spirits, however, have no place to go. We are stuck in the human world. for better or for worse. Huh? I didn't realize it was like that. I guess I'm finally learning stuff. Well, this Tsuyuri character lives in the shrine, right? We should try asking her for some ideas. No. We need not go see her. Absolutely not. No, I don't want to see her. I don't want to! I was somewhat taken aback by Machiko's suddenly childish way of speaking. It reminded me of the times I had been told to go visit the doctor when I was younger, complaining and throwing tantrums along the way. But isn't she the only one that can help us? I refuse to go. Tsuyuri is a fiend, and I dislike the idea of spending even a second in her presence. She can't be that bad, can she? Besides, if anything happens, I'll protect you. Fine. If it really means that much to you, I will attempt to lead you to the shrine again. But you will enter the grounds alone. I don't want to go anywhere near that place. You will be on your own, Taka-kan. Wow, she really doesn't want to go see that chick. Can I come, Oni-sama? Absolutely not. I forbid it. You are not to follow us under any circumstances, Maiko. Fine, I'll stay here. Just like you said, I'll be here in the mansion. You know she's gonna go. All alone, unprotected, all by myself. Who knows what might happen to me? I could get trapped under a bookcase and die. How morbid. Or slip on a banana peel and die. Or get bored and die of boredom. It'd be so super duper bored sitting here all alone in the same place day in and day out. Fine, I get it. You may come along, but you must be on your best behavior, little one. No running around and no talking unless spoken to. Man, she's treating her like a child. Well, she is her little sister, so I understand. Okay, now she's happy again. Despite Maiko's cheerfulness, I couldn't help but wonder what had happened between Machiko and this Tsuyuri for her to react so strongly. I decided that maybe it would be a bad idea to spend some time with the two sisters to get to know them a little bit better. Well, I do have 2 weeks until I need to get back to my own world, so there's really no need to rush. How about we do something else instead? I'm sure Machiko-san wouldn't mind the distraction. Well, the longer I get to stay away from that place, the better. How about bringing Maiko-chan along to fetch us some desserts for us? There are oranges, apples, and a small vineyard behind the mansion. I could whip us some cream to go with it if you would like. Oh, make a comment about the cream, please. Sure, that sounds easy enough. Let's get us some delicious fruit, Maiko-chan. Alright. Okay, my ninjas, we're going to stop it right here. Although I do want to continue more of this story, I'm sorry, this congestion is just really messing with me right now, and I don't want you ninjas to have to deal with my congestion voice any much longer. But regardless, I do still hope that you ninjas enjoyed this video, and if you liked this video, then go ahead and smash the like button, comment in the comment section down below if you have something to say about this video, and subscribe to join the Ninja Clan as I continue to try to please you ninjas, for that is my duty as your senpai to make sure you ninjas are taken care of, regardless of my health. Hopefully it'll be better the next week. Anyways, I really do hope that you ninjas enjoyed this video. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!